my loves, welcome to my channel Sun Love Stars. Welcome to this reading. So today I came up with this idea and I had a very strong urge to do this reading, which will be a message for you for 2022. Basically, my intention with this reading is that this message is supposed to be kind of like a reminder throughout your whole year of 2022, something to keep in mind, or kind of like a lesson in a nutshell for 2022, or like some type of advice that is going to help you throughout the whole year. This is basically my intention with this reading. I don't know why, I just had this strong urge to kind of channel messages for you for 2022, because usually like every year we usually learn like a big lesson, or there are just a few lessons that we could write down when it comes to a specific year, right? So this is kind of like, you know, like a reminder, things to keep in mind, you know. But also find it beautiful when whatever is coming through, whatever message is coming through in this reading, that in times of adversity or in times of difficulty, that you kind of like, that maybe your brain remembers, oh, there was a reading for 2022, a very intense advice. It could be even a very simple one, but sometimes the simple advice is the most intense or the most powerful. So this is basically my intention. In the next clip, you can choose between 4 beautiful images. Again, try to choose with your bodily sensation. Which picture do you feel drawn to? Not necessarily because it's the most beautiful, but because you can feel bodily sensations, or you feel some type of way about a specific image, okay? As well as if it's not that easy for you to choose between an image, just close your eyes, okay? Let the number come to you. What number do you feel most drawn to? Okay, so I would say I'm going to see you in your reading, guys. Also, damn, I almost forgot about it. I think I forgot about it in every video since all of this is happening. So there seems to be somebody out there who's using my name, commenting under your comments that they are offering personal readings or something like that. This is definitely a scammer. I do not offer personal readings at this point in time. If I do offer personal readings, first of all, I will announce it on my channel, and second of all, I will have a website where you can book. I will not comment under your comment with a weird ass number. Just to let you know, it really gets on my nerves, and I don't want you to, because they literally use my name and my picture. I mean, that's what scammers do, but just to be sure that you don't get scammed, I do not offer personal readings. I will be offering personal readings, but again, it's going to be on my website, and I'm not going to comment whether or not you should get a reading with me, okay? So let's get to your reading, where we will tune into the message for you for 2022, and kind of like a reminder what you should keep in mind throughout the whole year that is really going to help you throughout, that is really going to help you out in any situation. So I'm going to see you in your reading, guys. beautiful pile number 1. So you chose this beautiful image here. We're going to look at your message for this year, for 2022. Doesn't matter when you click on it, even if it is December. Okay, so let's see. And first of all, I'm going to look at your oracle cards. We have the 𝑚𝑒 card, which says repairing the body, mind, and spirit. And we have here the falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy. We're going to read these cards out, but I first of all want to tune into your energy, okay? So let's see what the universe wants you to know for 2022. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling an energy here, guys, where it is, you can no longer dim your light. There's an energy here where I feel like maybe the last couple of years or weeks, you have been kind of like neglecting, what you need in order for your soul, in order for you to feel alive, in order for your soul to feel fulfilled, to feel replenished, okay? It almost feels like there has been like a dry desert where maybe you haven't been as much into, or you haven't been expressing as much passion, as much creativity, as much joy for life, okay? And what the universe is telling me here for 2022, it feels like reconnecting with your heart, meaning that it is really, really important for you to listen to your heart in 2022, in a sense where rather than always going and doing things and always being in the hustle and bustle when it comes to, like, you know, achieving things and having all these responsibilities and stuff like that, it is very important for you in 2022 to focus on what you truly need, what your soul needs. So this is your body, mind, and spirit. So you will realize in 2022 how you can no longer deny, or no longer almost like ignore. Not that you do it that consciously, that you make the conscious decision to ignore it, but it just sometimes happens when we get too wrapped up in this very busy and fast-paced world, that we sometimes just forget, oh, you know, like, when was the last time I've been dancing because I felt joyful? When was the last time I was singing because I felt joyful? When was the last time, you know, I did like a ritual for my spirit, you know? When was the last time I really did something just for myself, purely because it felt good, purely because it brought me pleasure, purely because it makes me feel alive, okay? And not because I have to achieve something, or I have to be somewhere, or, like the whole hustle and bustle, basically. And I'm feeling here, the energy that I'm picking up here is that you have been doing a lot for other people, okay? And Spirit is saying in 2022, watch how when you water yourself, like as if you are a plant, and it feels like, watch how when you water yourself, how you will rise in every area of life, okay? It almost feels like don't let other people drag you down. Not that they do that consciously. It sometimes just happens that maybe like people are very attached to you, or people ask you for advice a lot, or people feel like they want to be in your company, or there's a lot of responsibilities, a lot of duties. Work is asking you if you can work a few hours more, okay? It feels like this year is really about you. It says 𝑚𝑒, okay? When the last couple of years have always been about what I need to achieve, what I need to do, what I need to do for people, what I need to do for work, that you always keep in mind in 2022, okay, the balance, the scale. If you have been doing a lot for other people, really giving your energy out to a lot of people for whatever reason, that you also realize that the scale is in balance, where you really need you time, okay? The 𝑚𝑒 card also tells me to question throughout 2022 if something is really your belief or if it is something that you have been programmed to believe, okay? Because the 𝐸𝑛𝑗𝑜𝑦 card reminds me of this, do you say metaphor? Like this analogy or metaphor where you peel an onion and the core of the onion is truly you, your authentic self. But the layers of the onion, you know, that are surrounding the core are things that we have been raised to believe, things that we have been programmed to believe, things that other people tell us, right? Things that we sometimes don't even question, you know, like somebody tells us something, like it's almost like be a little bit assertive of what really comes from you and what comes from the outside, you know. When you have an opinion, is it really your opinion or has it been influenced? Okay, there's an energy of like, is this really me? You know, in 2022 I feel an energy of like, is this really me? Okay, does this really reflect who I truly am? Okay, that's what I'm feeling here. Okay, so let's get a few cards here. I'm gonna keep this reading really short today. But let's see, I feel like with you guys, we're gonna choose the Triple Moon Goddess card because it's quite intuitive. So let's see, what is the message for my beautiful pile number 1 for 2022? Yeah, it really feels like, I feel an energy here of that your passion and your pleasure for life comes back. The guitar here reminds me of someone who, I'm just gonna speak what I feel energetically. This reminds me of someone who maybe forgot about their passion, forgot about what really brings them joy in life, okay? And this year, it's really about finding joy again, finding pleasure again, picking up new hobbies, picking up new skills, and also being very much aware of what you feel naturally drawn to. Maybe you even really want to pick up learning an instrument or something along those lines, okay? So this is really about rediscovering who you truly are, maybe even reinventing who you are, okay? And that you don't have to save everybody in the world. This is impossible. Like, you also need some time for yourself. You cannot save everybody, and it's okay to say, hey, I don't have time, I need time for myself, okay? You don't always have to say yes to your chef, to your boss, that you take on more hours, you know, like more hours than you were supposed to work, if you really are if it's really too much for you. It feels like an energy of like replenishing the soul, and also this energy of like a passion for life again, I feel here, okay? Because I feel like a lot of people are drawn to your energy because you have a very healing energy, but they're also draining your energy, okay? Again, they don't do that consciously, but it's just like, you know, when we get in contact with so many people, I don't know what you do. You might be somebody who is working with people, with a lot of people, or you just have like a lot of duties, or you have to take care of family and stuff like that, that you are exposed to a lot of people here. Or that you just feel like a burden, in a sense where a burden to, let's see, let's get a few cards here. What is this burden that you're feeling, pile number 1? Okay. You might be waiting for something here, I feel like you're waiting for something, and you might feel like you're waiting for so long. Okay. For others of you, this could really be work, or really like a lot of responsibilities, or you feel a little bit like you feel a little bit run down or burned out, and you need to take care of it, okay? Yeah, this could be that you have to deal with a lot of people. I told you, this is an energy of like a lot of energy might be coming your way in 2022, okay? This can even be positive energy, like a lot of people wanting to work with you in a positive way. Maybe even like your business is blowing up and there's a lot of people wanting to work with you, and you have to make sure that you put your phone on airplane mode and it's really just you time, because you need that in order for you to, even like when, for example, if you are an artist, you know, you cannot produce one album after the other, one song after the other. There has to be periods of replenishment where you truly do things maybe like without even a thought. Oh, I'm gonna make myself like a fresh lemonade with mint and rosemary and whatever. And it's not about like creating and doing and responsibilities. It's just about doing something because you feel like doing it, because it brings you pleasure, okay? Because in that state, in a state of pleasure, in a state of feeling replenished, in a state of feeling you really took care of yourself, you did everything that makes you feel good, that also helps you to function exceptionally good in every area of life, okay? So keep that in mind in 2022, because again, I feel like there might be like a lot of energies coming your way. This could even be you learning a lot of lessons or a lot of insights coming your way, okay? So let's see. What is the message for pile number 1 in 2022? What is the message here? What should pile number 1 keep in mind? What's up? Okay. It feels like there's either a connection coming your way, or a connection is going to be very, very important for you in 2022. Okay. Wow, it's a lot of movement here. I'm seeing here, pile number 1, I'm feeling an energy here where there's like, I keep feeling like there's a lot of people around you. Even if you are by yourself right now, at some point in 2022, I feel like there's a lot of people around you. Look at that. We have the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. Okay, I also feel like there's a lot happening for you in 2022, to be honest, which is the reason why the universe is kind of telling you like, hey, there's a lot coming your way, but don't forget to replenish yourself. Like literally, you are a beautiful flower and you need water, and the water metaphorically stands for replenishing time. Okay, go to a massage, go to a yoga class. It's very, very important here for you to do that, okay? Because you might, how do you say that? You might tip the scale, okay? And I'm feeling an energy here. You might, you will feel that you need replenishment when you feel like your light is dimmed. So keep that in mind. Now I'm seeing here there's a lot coming your way. I feel like this could either be new connections, or you're gonna have like a lot of people around you. Also a lot of very different people. Like all these people are very much different, but you're connected to all of them. So I wouldn't be surprised if there are new connections coming your way in 2022. And I think there's like this beauty of when one takes care of themselves, how much they can give to other people. But first of all, it's about you and giving yourself the resting time, giving yourself replenishing food, giving yourself, just giving yourself a vibrant energy by doing everything that brings you vibrant energy, basically, okay? I just want to know what this connection is about here. It feels like there's a connection coming your way in 2022, or the universe wants you to make sure that you don't forget to look after your loved ones, even though you are very, very busy, okay? Because I also feel like sometimes if you feel a little bit run down, you might also get very much like re-energized when you are with your loved ones. But let's see, I want to know, what is this connection about here? What is this connection about here, Spirit? Sorry guys, the camera cut off. So I'm seeing here there is either a destined meeting or a connection in your life that is really going to flourish, okay, in 2022. This could be like a friendship that is really going to deepen, okay. This could be like an old friendship that will have like a rekindling. This could be a new romantic relationship coming into your life, but it's definitely a destined relationship, a destined meeting, a destined connection that is going to be super, super important for you in 2022. Again, this could be rekindling and reconnecting with old friends, possibly even finding new friends here, okay. I'm definitely seeing here that there's just a lot of energy coming your way, okay. And you sometimes need your time where you are just a little caveman, a little cave woman, and you really take care only for yourself, okay. Because I'm seeing an energy here where Spirit is saying that there's gonna be a very, very important person in your life in 2022 that will help you along your journey. You don't have to walk this way alone. You don't have to walk this path on your own, okay? You know what? I want to read the Falling Angel card, okay? Just to see what Spirit wants to tell you. Okay, so it says, falling unconscious, spiritual narcolepsy. You're being cautioned now not to fall asleep or go unconscious. You have been flying above the strife and suffering of the world in angelic bliss. However, you risk being seduced by the beauty and comfort of your situation and losing track of your aspirations, your wings. As you fall, you pick up speed, heading toward the trees below and a possible nasty landing. Remember that all you need to do to stop being a falling angel is spread your wings, to halt your descent and then find an updraft again. Do not be seduced by the fallen angels, your supposed friends and companions who are ready to use you for their pleasure and have only their own interest in mind. As you soar once more in flight, receive the gift of the falling angel as an invitation to study the forest from above the trees. In other words, to analyze your situations from a higher perspective. Without being entangled in its thorny branches. Once you understand what needs to be done, head back to your lofty heights and stand by for the right moment. Action you take now may backfire. Stay cautious and wait until you are guided to change. You will know when the time is ripe. Okay, so another message here for year 2022 is be aware of how you feel around people. If you feel drained after you are with somebody, or if you feel replenished, if you feel alive, if you feel connected to source when you are with somebody, okay? It's going to be very important. For whatever reason, you're going to attract a lot of people or a lot of energies or some type of adventure, a job, whatever it is to you that is going to bring a lot of energies to you, and they might influence you consciously and subconsciously. So it's very important for you to analyze how you feel around people, okay, and what the motives of people are, because I'm seeing a lot of people here around you, and there are people that are lovely, that are beautiful to be around. They are destined to be in your life, but there might also be people around you, that are not so beautiful to be around, okay? So be a little bit aware of that. There was something else that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, and another thing is, when you find yourself feeling confused about what you should do next, okay, pause. Just pause, okay? Put on some meditation music like birds chirping, or watching waves, or watching the ocean, even if you cannot travel, okay? Bring yourself back to a state of deep relaxation. Every time you feel confused, every time you don't know what to do about a situation, because then the answer will appear, okay? I always say stillness is not empty, stillness is full of answers. So keep that in mind for 2022. Okay, my beautiful pie number one. I hope you like this reading. I'm going to see my next one, and I wish you a lovely, lovely day. Bye. Hello, my lovely pie number 2. So you chose this beautiful image here. Let's see, what is your message for 2022? What is something that is going to help you throughout the day, throughout the year when it comes to 2022? So the first card that we have here is the whale song. Okay, and your other oracle card is stranger, curiosity. So what I immediately feel with that energy here is follow your curiosity in 2022. Now, always make sure that you are safe, that you don't do anything too risky or anything stupid, okay? But this talks more so about like following your intuition when it comes to feeling curious about certain things. Are you curious about a city? Do you want to travel to that city? Are you curious to go somewhere? Try out things that you always wanted to try out. For example, I don't know, a shamanic ritual, or you always wanted to go to like a meditation massage, or do you know what I mean? It's this energy here of really exploring what you always wanted to explore and to stay curious, kind of like it almost feels like 2022 is going to be a year where you will experience a lot of new things, okay? So sense or pay attention to that little voice that tells you that you want to change up the restaurant, that little voice that tells you that you want to go to a cafe with a book by yourself, which you haven't done before, okay? Focus on that little voice that tells you to go into this bookstore for whatever reason, and then you find the most magnificent book or like a very life-changing book. It's almost this energy like, listen to this little voice that tells you to explore something, to look at something, to research something, okay? It's going to be very intense in 2022 here for you guys. The whale song here reminds me of how I think the whales, isn't it that whales do sing? And when they sing, it's like vibrations that go throughout the whole ocean, okay? So there could be an energy here. Let's see, what is that about? What is this energy about here for pile number 2? If you see a weird cut, it's because I cut out the time where I channel. It might take a while until it comes through. Oh, this feels like calling in people or manifesting or calling in things, okay? It feels like 2022 is going to be a year of manifestation, a year where you call in things, where you call in maybe your soul family, your soul tribe, because I'm seeing like the wave reaching another whale, okay? To me, this means like it feels like you are manifesting people here. You are manifesting even like people from afar, okay? It seems to be that you are going to be connected, very much connected to source, or very much connected to your dreams, in a sense where you will see signs that your dreams are becoming a reality, or they actually really become tangible in 2022, that you will see them right in front of you, okay? And it's because your energy with manifesting is quite strong in 2022. Okay, I actually want to read out this whale song card. Whale song? Yeah, whale song card. Let's see what it is about. Okay. Pile number 2, 2022. Okay, let's see what's up. It says remembering, harmonizing, resonating. There are moments in life when you have a sense of déjà vu, that you've visited this place, these feelings, this person before, and you know that a new opportunity to dance has come around again. Yet there is a haunting quality to this, a melancholy as life's mysteries, fragility is also underlined, like a whale song that pleads for its simple notes to be matched by another. You have a short time to capture this essence and let it resonate in a way that is potentially transformative, but only if you don't turn away. Sometimes you may forget that moments of your humanity, your truest desires, sometimes you may forget the moments of your humanity, your truest desires, because you've become so earthbound and calculating, striving and doing. You're so overstimulated by the chase and what you're exposed to that you forget your heart. Now it's time to jump into the water and play and be reminded of your creative self, your collaborative impulses to sing along, seeking harmony, beauty, purpose, and meaning. At this moment, this is your exact invitation. You will achieve more than plans you set in motion if you use this opportunity to explore, be curious, and take a much-needed break from what your mind thinks it needs to accomplish. Your heart is calling. Answer it. Oh my God, that is lovely. Okay, so it almost feels like the more you enjoy life, okay, the more you enjoy life, the more you invite yourself on an adventure instead of only accomplishing and doing things and taking care of responsibilities. The more you take yourself out on adventures, and the more you focus on this curious energy that you have within. Oh, okay, what am I seeing here? Guys, give me a second. It feels like breaking the ice, okay? I feel like 2022, Spirit is telling me this is going to be the year where you do crazy things, when you kind of like turn your life around in a sense where you invite the adventures yourself. You go out there yourself. You invite those adventures to you. And those adventures that you invite to you, which can be, again, as simple as going to a cafe alone by yourself with a book and starting a conversation with a stranger. It's going to really break the ice. Okay, what does that mean, break the ice, Spirit? Oh, okay. It's gonna bring magical synchronicities to you. I'm feeling like you will feel magical moments in 2022 as you do that, breaking the ice, kind of like breaking something rigid, breaking the ice. Don't you say breaking the ice in a conversation? Okay. So it feels like you're gonna have like a lot of deja vu moments, a lot of moments where you will feel the magic, but only if you seek out the magic, if you know what I mean. And both cards talk about curiosity, so curiosity is going to be a big thing here for you guys. Okay, let's get a few cards. What do I want to use? I don't know which one to use. Okay, this is a fun tarot deck, so I'm gonna use it for you guys. I feel like 2022 is going to be very fun and magical for you here, okay? Let's see. The card also talked about listening to your heart, okay? Listening to what adventure your heart is desiring, okay? It's gonna bring you to magical places. That's what it feels like. It also seems like, because I saw ice breaking, and it seems like you might also have like lovely conversations with strangers, which is the reason why I felt this energy of breaking the ice in a conversation, because it also talks about a stranger here. But we're gonna read out this card at the end of your reading. So let's see. I feel an energy here where Spirit talked about, yeah, oh yes, okay. So they're letting me know every time you feel like you're not accomplishing what you want to accomplish, or every time you feel like you're failing, whatever that would mean to you, okay? Every time you feel like your head is so full and you feel like life is not moving forward, or you are not accomplishing something that you want to accomplish here, that is kind of like your signal to take a break, your signal to go out and have fun. Because if you go out and have fun, that brings you back into alignment, okay? It feels like, as you can see, to me this feels like, you know, like something didn't go as planned, okay? Don't let yourself get, how do you say that? Don't let yourself get discouraged by it, okay? Instead, take it as a chance to, I feel like, I feel like my mood is down. I feel like my energy is down. How about I go somewhere that brings my energy up again, okay? And every time you do that, you come closer to your dreams, not by beating yourself up and doing even more in that situation, by taking a break and going out there and having a little bit of fun. That's actually more, how do you say that, more productive, because then you energetically invite good energy, and that also invites good results. If you know what I mean. For others of you, there might be an energy here where 2022 is the year where you are ready to leave something behind that really stressed the heck out of you, okay? So for some of you guys, if you have the ability to leave something behind, okay, that really stresses you out, definitely go for it, okay? Don't stay where you feel like it's bringing you a lot of headache. If you have the ability to get out of that situation somehow, in a sense where if you have the ability to go on vacation, or if you have the ability to make your life a little bit easier, because I'm talking specifically about like a work situation, okay? Don't feel like you are obligated to, or like don't feel, how do you say that? Don't feel guilty for taking a break, okay? That's what I want to say. That took me a long time, you see? Don't feel guilty for taking a break in 2022. That break is gonna bring your next success to you, because you feel good and you feel like you filled your own cup, okay? Let's see. Okay, I'm also seeing here that an opportunity will show up for you in 2022, and Spirit is saying go for that opportunity, okay? Look at that. I really see here, I really feel a strong energy of like just explore yourself, explore nature, explore fashion, explore everything that brings you like that brings you joy, okay? This year is really to enjoy yourself and really follow your curiosity, because again, I feel like this curiosity will bring you to really, really magical places, or like synchronicities that are very intense, or meetings with people that are beautiful, you know? Wow, you're really gonna grow. Oh, excuse me, what's going on here? Okay, let's see. You might meet a stranger that, you might meet somebody in 2022 here. It seems to be, because it tells me a stranger, okay? And I feel here, that's why, well, let me see. Let's get one more card here. What is the stranger card about your spirit? You might meet somebody new here with the Ace of Pentacles. This either seems to be like a new job offer, or an opportunity, a new career opportunity that you should definitely go for. Because I feel like this opportunity here is going to bring a lot of abundance and success to you, whatever that is. But let's see, what is the King and the Queen of... No, what is the stranger card about your spirit? I really feel like you're gonna meet somebody and there's an energy of breaking the ice, so starting a conversation here. Okay, that's interesting. We're gonna read this card up because I feel like it's very intense here. You see? I feel like somebody's gonna start a conversation here with you, and it might be a very, very interesting one. But also Spirit is encouraging you to make the first move and break the ice and talk to people, okay? Okay, let's see. So I'm feeling an energy here. I also feel here what Spirit also wants to tell you is that it is normal for some things to work out and other things not to work out, or that there is a fluctuation of success and things not working out. It's like how can I say that? Because I'm seeing here an energy of receiving bad news and receiving good news. So it's almost like it's part of life, and that don't take it personally. It is just, you know, like the waves, like the ebb and flow. It's just normal, okay? And Spirit doesn't want you to take it personally when stuff like that happens, because there's always an up and a down. That is completely normal, just like the seasons change, you know? Just like our mood is not always great, just like there's sunshine and rain. It's just part of the whole process. I think I talked about this in my last video, but failure and success are, yeah, like yin and yang, okay? You cannot have one without the other. And it is completely normal, because usually when something is failing, you learn very, very important lessons about what will bring you to success. So instead of seeing it as I fail at something, see it from a more bigger position, or like a bigger perspective, in a sense where, what does this failing teach me? What does that teach me, you know? Instead of taking it personally, looking at it a little bit more analytically, you know, what does that teach me? Okay, now let's see. I want to read the Stranger card because it keeps, like, it's such a strong energy here. It also feels like, let's see, I'm not going to talk too soon. Let me read out this card before I jump the gun. Do you say that, before I jump the gun? I think so. Okay, pile number 2. The other, moving past fear of differences, curiosity and acceptance. The stranger moves through the world in a shroud, is it shroud or shroud, of darkness that often elicits fear, rejection and uncertainty, as the danger of the unknown defines its very presence. Yes, there is a veil of separation between you. Look closer and summon the courage to remain open to what you might find. You may be conditioned to look only for what mirrors what is safe and known to you, refusing to entertain any concept of other beyond something to fear. In order to broaden your world and your experience of it, you must refute the illusion that sameness is the only way. Don't dismiss this opportunity for learning. Something extraordinary is being offered to you. I'm not sure if I used extraordinary in your reading or in pile number 1. Okay, I don't know. Something extraordinary is being offered to you now if you remain curious and teachable. Allow the newness to envelop you as you explore the possibilities. This is a departure from your expectations, but the stranger has come to invite you to dance to a new music, a new tempo, a new sensation that will add more dimension to you and what you create as a result. Now's the time to leave more room for other points of view, other ways of seeing, with humility and grace. This is the defining moment. Take the risk. Life is like a precious diamond with many facets, not just one. Oh my God, that's freaking lovely. I told you, I feel like you will come across very, very, it's like, it will feel like little magical moments, those magical moments where you feel like, oh my God, I saw this in my dream, or I have a deja vu, or I see my name, you know, in a book. Those little magical moments, because you listened to your inner voice that told you to go out on that day, that told you to go to this seminar, that told you to go to this meeting, that told you to join this class, you know. That type of energy here, you will come across a lot of different people, and I feel like it's really going to broaden your horizon in 2022. So it's really all about curiosity and all about expecting the unexpected, basically. Okay, and I see here there might also be a very, very interesting conversation with a stranger, or with strangers in general, okay, that will spark your mind. I also feel like they will spark your mind in a sense where you will also grow as a person, and that will also maybe give you the ability to excel in career or excel in certain areas of life, because your mind was broadened, your horizon was broadened by other people. And it also gives you the opportunity to manifest more, or to be more, or to do more, okay? To create more. Okay, my beautiful pile number 2, I hope you like this reading. That was lovely. It felt very light-hearted, okay? So I feel like you will have like a very light-hearted, a very interesting 2022. I would love to see my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, Linda. How are you doing? So you chose this beautiful image here. Let's see, what is your message for 2022, okay? Let's see, what is your message for 2022? Your reminder for 2022. So we already got 2 oracle cards for you that I pre-shuffled. They look very, very interesting, to be honest. Your vibe is completely different from pile number 1 and pile number 2. I intuitively feel here that you're really, really going to tap into the energy of your ancestors a lot in 2022. To me, it feels like a very, very spiritual, very, very spiritually rich year, in a sense where the connection between you and your ancestors, the connection between you and the universe, the connection between you and your spirit guides, your guardian angels, is going to be very, very intense, very, very beautiful. I feel an energy, I feel a sense here of you feeling so incredibly alive and high on life, not with any substance, but just high, because you feel really connected to, it feels like you feel high, but at the same time very grounded, okay? This card here also reminds me of a dream that I had. And in this dream, there was, I feel like you will have like a very intense connection with a guide, a spirit guide, or you will intensely feel that you are guided and protected by the universe in 2022. Because in that dream, why I say that is because there's a mountain here in the image, and it brings me back to a dream that I had. And in this dream there was a man. He was like a professional in climbing mountains. And I was there, and he told me, or like we were, for whatever reason, I was climbing up this mountain. And I was scared, and I told him, I cannot go on. I want to go down. I don't want to continue to climb up this mountain. And I remember in the dream, 2 times I told this guide, this guide for hiking, I told him that I can't do it. I'm too scared. I can't do it. And I went down, down from the mountain. And the guide was very accepting in my dream. Like, he said, it's totally fine. I believe in you. You can climb this mountain, but if you want to go down, you can go down. And in actuality, I climbed the mountain, or I was trying to climb the mountain the 3rd time, after 2 times giving up. And the 3rd time, I actually really accomplished climbing the highest point of the mountain, okay? And I was super, super scared. I was looking, because I was on top of the mountain, and because I'm afraid of height. So I was super, super scared. But this is what this image reminds me of. It reminds me of not giving up. 2022 is not a year for you to give up. It feels like you're going to maybe it's going to be literally like that, or it's metaphorically, where you're going to try things and you will feel like you want to give up, but the 3rd time you try it, you will actually succeed. There's an energy here of trying something and feeling unsure, or feeling like you are not confident enough. And again, sometimes it takes multiple tries to get to understand, or to get, how do you say that, to get the gist of it, to understand it, to understand what will bring you on top, or what will bring, how you can get to your destination, okay? So it feels like trying something more than once, okay, to gain knowledge, because the first time you try it, you learn something. The second time you try it, you learn something. And then the third time you do it, you have the knowledge from the first attempt and the second attempt, which means you're not starting from zero. You're actually starting from a more knowledgeable place, you know, even though you didn't succeed, okay? I hope this makes sense here, because it feels very, very strongly like your spirit guides will communicate with you very, very intensely in 2022. To me, it feels like they're going to... It says connectivity. I told you the connection is very, very strong here to your ancestors. But let's see, I'm going to get a few cards here to tap into that energy. We're going to use the Light Healing Tarot. Okay, and I'm also going to use the Making Magic because I feel drawn to it. Give me a second, guys. What is the message for pile number 3 in 2022? There's the Mountain again. Give me a second, guys. Look at that. Listen, Linda. Pie number 3. Listen to me. Okay, this really has something to do with you having like a destination, or you want to get somewhere. You want to be successful in a specific area in life. Oh my freaking God. I cannot express how much joy I feel looking at this card here. This to me feels like reaching the top of the mountain, okay? I feel here, pile number 3, that with patience, even having patience with yourself, you're going to get to your destination. You're going to be successful. You're going to successfully complete this journey here, accomplishing this goal, okay? Now, the interesting thing is when we strive for success, when we strive to achieve a goal, it's interesting because achieving a goal feels like we only do that in the material world. I'm going to put in effort, I'm going to wait for the results until I see success, right? When we see it from a very analytical perspective. Now, what I'm seeing here is that you are first of all guided on your way to success, on your way to achieving this big goal that you have here, okay? Now, on our journey to success, whatever success means to you, is it a new home? Is it a new career? Is it self-employment, okay? Is it having a loving relationship? Our way to success will expose everything that stands in our way when it comes to success. So that means when you have this goal to succeed, you first of all have to deal with the energy that keeps you away from success. So do not be surprised when a lot of shadow aspects come to light, okay? So you will see, oh, this belief system is really standing in my way, or my lack of self-confidence is really standing in my way. And what Spirit is saying here is, because you clearly see what is standing in your way, that gives you the opportunity to clear the way, okay? It's not going to be easy, but you are going to have guidance from your spirit guides, okay? They're going to help you with that. Now, what I want to say is that everything is going to be exposed to you. So my lack of self-confidence, maybe I also don't like certain things about myself, or maybe I have certain belief systems, I was raised a certain way. All these things will come up, our shadow aspect, or those thoughts that keep us away from success, or everything that keeps us away from success will be exposed, okay? And in the beginning it can feel like, well, when everything is exposed, that means that I will never get true success, because it's like you are aware of your lack of self-confidence, right? And then you're gonna be like, or it feels like someone saying, well, I'm not confident enough, so I can never achieve this goal, okay? Now what Spirit is saying here is to shift that perspective to, I am aware of my lack of self-confidence and I am aware of my goal, where I want to be. So how can I heal my lack of self-confidence? There is a strong energy of healing. What is standing in your way between you and your goals, between you and your dreams? Okay, so when you see, there's a lot of like shadow aspects, like I never had these thoughts, now I have these thoughts of being afraid of failure, okay? You are closer to your success because now you're kind of like cleaning the way, okay? You are not, these are not necessarily obstacles, you are just clearing the way, okay? Clearing the way, just like you clean a room, you're just cleaning, okay? This has nothing to do with this being in your way. It's not an obstacle, it's something to look at. It's a knot that needs to be dissolved. That's all it is, okay? And when you look at it that way, you don't take it personally, you don't see it as an obstacle that is stopping you, you just see it as a task, okay? That's what it feels like here. There's going to be a huge shift, a huge change where you will reach your goals, but first of all, you will deal with things that stand between you and your goals, okay? So don't see it as an obstacle that will stop you. See it as, let's get to work. Let's find a way to let's find a way to strengthen my confidence. There are books out there are podcasts out there, there are affirmations out there. There's so much out there that can help us heal certain aspects that keep us away from success, okay? And it also is here with the Wheel of Fortune here, there's going to be a huge shift for you in 2022. Okay, there's going to be a huge shift here where you will reach a huge goal that you always had. But again, it's not easy. Everything is going to be exposed inside of your mind. Even certain habits, you're going to grow tremendously in 2022 because you look at all of these things. Okay, 2022 is going to be a year of immense growth here for you guys. Okay, so let's see. I want to get a few cards of those. Yeah, it's like looking at the shadow. Looking at the shadow. And when you look at the shadow, it's like there's a shadow, right? But when you put light on the shadow disappears. That's what it feels like. Okay, so let's see. Pile number 2, what should they focus on? What is their message for 2022 for pile number 3? Philosopher's Stone. For some of you guys, you might want to watch the movie with Harry Potter. Isn't it called Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone? Might be important. There might be signs for you in this movie, okay? So the card says, powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy, okay? I told you there's like there's going to be a powerful transformation when it comes to you and how you view yourself. You're going to view yourself as a manifester, as a master manifester by the end of the year or throughout the year, but it will start with, oh, so that is standing in my way. This comes from my childhood. What can I do about it? How can I heal it? How can I love myself so much that I believe in myself? Okay, that's what it feels like here. Okay, guys, I am going to read out the 2 cards here. Okay, it's a very interesting vibe here with you guys. Don't give up because something doesn't work out the first time, okay? Don't give up if something didn't work out the first time. I think that's very important for you in 2022. So I'm going to read out the Lay of the Land, Ancestral Wisdom. Okay. Oh, first of all, let me show you the card. It's lovely. I'm losing myself in this image. It's beautiful, isn't it? Freaking beautiful. This is going to be you energetically in 2022. lovely. Okay, so it says, past lessons, being well informed, ancestral wisdom. There are times when you are meant to discover and explore new terrain in your life, even to be part of a wave of change. This is one of those times, and what you're contemplating is perhaps new to you, but others have laid well-worn past and left wisdom for you to rely and reflect upon. This is so you have a better understanding of the potential and the possible pitfalls on your journey. When you know the lay of the land, you are better able to fully experience what is being offered to you. You see, so it's almost like learn from other people's experience, talk to other people, ask them how they overcame certain things, you know, get inspired by other people. Because, guys, if I could recommend a book to you now, only do that if you feel called and drawn to the book. But if I could recommend a book, it's called, give me a second, I'm going to get my phone and research it, but I think it's called Safari or Safari Life or something like that. Give me a second, guys. Cannot believe what in the world is going on here. Look at this card. I'm about to get goosebumps and tear up. Oh my god, the energy is so intense with you guys here. Your spirit guides are... Okay, so you see this image here, and I told you I could lose myself. This is you energetically in 2022, right? And I'm getting the energy here of this book. Okay, and it's called... Oh, hold on. And it's called Life Safari. Look at this energy. Look at it. Guys, I really feel like for those who like to read, or maybe this is your call to try something new, look at this energy here. It looks so similar. So it's called Life Safari by John P. Strackley. Okay, that's what it's called. Look at that. The wisdom of ancestors, the wisdom of elderly people might be important to you in 2022. Okay, I feel here, I feel a very strong energy from your spirit guides here, and the book is actually about a guy who always had the dream to participate in a safari, like a safari tour, to go to Africa and see lions and zebras and rhinos and giraffes and all of that. He wanted to feel this wildlife. He wanted to be in the wilderness and see the beauty of the animal kingdom. And I think the book starts where he always had this dream, but he never materialized his dream. He always had this dream, but he never acted upon it. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit longer with you guys, like you're reading. He never acted upon this desire, and one day he told himself, there is not going to be a perfect timing for me to start, or there's no perfect timing for me to do this journey, and I feel like it's time for me to do it now, because if I don't do it now, I will never do it. So I think he put money away to prepare himself, okay, and I think he had somewhat of a guide. Even in the book, he has a guide. Her name is Mama Gombe. She's a beautiful, beautiful guide. She's like an older lady who teaches him a lot on his journey, okay, even about how animals live and what they teach us as humans. And she's teaching him a lot about everything in life, okay. It's a very, very insightful, very, very beautiful book, and I would highly recommend it to you. It's one of my all-time favorite books, where I cried at the end because it was so beautiful and so lovely. So if you feel called to, if you feel it in your heart, you maybe want to pick this book up, I would again highly recommend it to you. But why this book is coming up here is because in the book there are little children in an African tribe, and Mama Gombe is teaching them that if you have a dream, find somebody who already achieved your dream, and ask them how they did that. Because if you ask them how they did that, they can help you with your steps to get there. Even if it's not completely the same dream, but find somebody who achieved something similar. Find somebody who achieved what you wanted to achieve, because they can guide you, okay? They have more wisdom on this topic, okay? That is going to help you a lot on your journey. It's such a beautiful book, as you can tell. But let's see, I want to continue to read this card. I completely lost myself here. Okay. When you know the lay of the land, you are better able to fully experience what is being offered to you. This is a wonderful time to seek a mentor or good advice from an expert or elder, you see. The way you will be able to meet life's opportunities and challenges. That way you will be able to meet life's opportunities and challenges well informed. Knowing you have a map, now you can be curious about what else is here. This is a path that promises success in all areas. Where others before you have dared to tread, you will discover the treasure they have left behind for you to make your own. Oh my God, isn't that lovely? Now let's look at the other card here. It says the jeweled web connectivity. I think this is all about connecting to dreamers, connecting to people who have been doing what you want to do. Okay, to connect to people that you really look up to find mentors, okay, to really, how can I say that, to really, it feels like, you know, where you can, because it's so beautiful how with the internet and with books and with everything that is available to us, we can easily connect to mentors. We can easily, it feels like in 2022 you will need the presence of mentors in the form of a book, in the form of a podcast, in the form of listening to an audiobook, in the form of watching gurus, okay, to really how can I say that, to really surround yourself with the energy of mentors, with the energy of people that you look up to, okay? It's going to help you a lot on your journey to achieve whatever you want to achieve here. I feel like you have a very specific goal here that you're trying to achieve. Okay, pile number 3. Let's get the other card. It's called Jeweled Web Connectivity. Okay. Let's see. Jeweled web connectivity, no separation, the feeling state. Approaching any oracle requires you to come in with certain expectations. You're either looking for confirmation of what you already know, or attempting to shed light on what eludes you on the obvious path you're on. You're asking whether you will reach a desired goal of some kind. Yes, honey, you will. You're rarely able to see beyond memory or projection, and so, naturally, everyone comes to the oracle with a narrow perception of what's possible. Imagine the answer to your question is not about landing at a particular destination, meeting a goal, or connecting to a special lover, reaching an endgame, or experiencing anything specific. Instead, you discover a shimmering web of jewels you didn't know existed. The world is interconnected in a living web of energy. It isn't possible to know how any of it works, but know this: what is in your highest good is a sparking jewel that lights up for you among this web of possibilities. You just need to know how you want to feel and choose this consciously. Take your focus off getting anywhere. Practice feeling and being in a place where your desired experience has already come to pass. Who will you be when this is true for you? Can you be that now? Feel that now. Practice that. The better you know your path within this web of life, the more it will light up for you. It is celebrating you already. Okay? So this is an energy here, again, to not get intimidated by anything that stands between you and your dreams, but to more so see it as I'm working with that energy. Okay? Spirit is just confirming here that you will reach your goal, but you might need mentors, or you might need extra love and a little bit like extra rituals or extra prayers, okay, that are really going to strengthen you along your journey. Because again, in my dream, the first 2 times I was like, no, I can't do this, you know? And then the 3rd time, miraculously, I don't even know how, I made it. I found my way to overcome my fear of height, you know? So guys, I hope this reading helped. Again, this book is so touching. It touches the so deep within, and I'm like a big book lover, but this is really one of my favorite books. So if you feel called to, let me know also if you read the book, how you liked it, if you want to. I'm going to see my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my lovely pie number 4. Let's see. What is your message for pie? What is your message for 2022? So this is your card, the card that you chose. Let's see. What is your message for 2022? Okay. So we have here the wall, obstacles, and we have initiation, the crossing. Okay. The energy that I pick up here with you guys, pile number 4, is an energy here where Spirit is letting you know, be flexible, be fixed with your goal, but flexible with your ways. Okay? The energy that I'm feeling here is with the wall. This specifically talks about obstacles. So there is a specific emphasis here on how you deal with obstacles or how you deal with hitting a wall. It actually reminds me of a card. Give me a second. I'm going to get this card to show you the energy that I'm feeling, okay? So this reminds me of this image here, okay? As you can see, this guy is hitting a wall. The energy that I'm feeling here is he told himself, my goal is it to get out of this corner, to get out of this situation here, okay? And he told himself, I'm going to do it with a sword, okay? That is his thought process. Now, if he was flexible with his ways how to get out of the situation, he would maybe see that he could climb up the wall instead of hitting it with a sword and not getting anywhere. Okay, so 2022 might be an energy every time you go through an obstacle, perceive it as an opportunity to completely change your mind about the whole situation, to maybe even change your strategy, to change up how you do things, okay? To not be so fixed on how you're going to do it or that everything has to go as planned, but more so how you deal with what life throws at you. So there's an energy here where, again, every time you hit a wall energetically, every time you feel like you are in front of an obstacle and you feel like you don't know how to overcome that obstacle, to sit back and analyze it from all perspectives, from all angles, okay? Because sometimes, again, we have a certain way of thinking, like a sword. If we look at the whole picture here, logically, a sword helps you when you are in danger. A sword helps you to defend yourself, okay? Because you could perceive this wall here as something that is dangerous or as something that is, keeping you stuck. And therefore, if it keeps you stuck, it is somewhat challenging you, challenging your power, challenging your strength, right? Okay, and logically, when somebody's challenging your power, you would take out your sword to fight it, because it is fighting you, right? But then there is a higher perspective, the bird's eye perspective, the bird's eye view, that would tell you maybe the logical response here, taking a sword, is not the response that is going to help me. Maybe I have to be flexible with my thoughts as to how I get out of that situation, okay? There might be like a very weird solution. There might be a very simple solution, okay? So every time you see an obstacle, you are hitting an obstacle, to find yourself that you try out different things and to not be so fixed about how something has to be done, if that makes sense, okay? Let's see, let's get a few cards here. Pie number 4. Do you want pie number 4 to know when it comes to their 2022? As you can see in this card here, it's also all about flexibility, right? This is always, it feels like going with the flow. Going with the flow is going to be the biggest advice for you in 2022, okay? Because if you go with the flow, if you work with that energy instead of against it, okay, you flow with it, you become one with it, then you start to understand it, because if you become one with something, you understand it. And if you understand it, you also understand how to get out of this situation or how to overcome this obstacle, okay? Let's get a few more cards here. What do your spirit guides want you to know? What is the message for 2022 here for you guys? It definitely feels like 2022 is also a year of you initiating things, okay? Because we have the crossing card here. It says initiation, which means it's time for you to initiate the change that you want to see, but to be flexible about how you initiate that change or how that change is coming to you, okay? Because it seems to be like, I feel like there's you have also something specific here in mind that you want to achieve or where you want to be, okay? And hitting a wall just means looking at it more closely to see what else can be done, okay? It's not about this is not working. It's about what else can be done, or from which angle can I approach it? From which angle can I approach it that brings a different result, okay? Not staying stuck in the mentality of this does not work, okay? Accepting that something doesn't work, but that doesn't mean that it is fixed, that something doesn't work. Maybe there needs to be a little bit more flexibility on the strategy, how it will work. Okay, let's get a few cards. Message for 2022 for my lovely pie number 4. What is up? Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like you have like a plan in mind, or you have something in mind where you're saying, okay, this is I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this, okay? And Spirit is saying if something is not working out, it is not because you are failing or not because your plan was not good. Sometimes it's about you learning something in that situation before things start to move on again, okay? Before there's movement in whatever you are approaching here. Okay. Sometimes something not working out is protection, Spirit wants to tell you. They are very, very specific here. It feels like they want to let you know that they are sometimes protecting you when things are not working out. They want you to be aware of that, I feel like. Now I know it's going to sound very, very easy, like, oh, it's protection, but I strongly feel an energy here. It's almost like when you, I'm thinking of like maybe if I have an example here. It could be as simple as, you know, you're waiting for a package before you can leave your apartment to go somewhere. but the package doesn't arrive exactly on that day. And because it doesn't arrive exactly on that day, and you wait until the evening for it to come, you don't go out on that day. And on that day, there's like a big thunder or there's storm, you know, and you not going out saved you from you falling down, or saved you from you losing your lipstick, you know, to just make it very easy, the example here. Okay, sometimes you don't see everything that is happening, okay? Sometimes if things are not working out, it is really about protection, okay? Yeah, there's a strong emphasis here on your spirit guides wanting to talk to you, or they have a way here of, it almost feels like you have to answer the call in 2022. You have to answer the call in 2022. Okay. It feels like 2022 is going to be a very, very important year for you, where you will make decisions here. You will make decisions that are very, very important here. I'm feeling an energy here where Spirit is saying, we are calling you, we are connecting with you, we are letting you know that there is an opportunity, or there's like a very, do you say auspicious time in 2022? Okay, because I'm looking at this gate here, and to me this gate feels like there's like it's almost like magic is in the air, or there's a very auspicious time for you to do something in 2022. But you have to overcome your fear. Don't let your fear stop you from approaching that, okay? Because it seems to be that 2022 might be the year where the energy is very intense, even like planetary wise, how the planets are standing. It might be intense or auspicious, almost like something is under a lucky star, okay? And they want you to embrace that in 2022, to embrace your dreams, or to embrace what you've always wanted to do, to initiate, you see? What is the Seven of Swords about you? But there seems to be something sneaky here. I don't know what it is. What is the Seven of Swords about? The Nine of Wands. Let's see. Okay. There's an energy of don't let fear stop you. I'm feeling here there's an energy of like, don't let fear stop you. Don't let fear, don't let negative thoughts overpower you in this situation, okay? What is going to help you is to connect to source, to connect to your spirit guides, okay? It's really going to help you out in 2022 to overcome, because I feel like there's something, it feels like maybe not believing that you are strong enough to do that, or maybe holding back because you are scared, okay? Maybe you might be scared of change, like you want this change, but you're also scared of it, okay? Yeah, I'm seeing here because it says chances. You will have, there's a specific energy in the year in 2022 for you where you have a chance to do something, okay? You have a chance to make an idea a reality, to learn how you can manifest it, or to learn what it feels like when your dreams become a reality. Now, usually it also comes with a lot of work, right? It comes with things that we have to do to get there. Yeah, you see, I told you. It's like the universe is like, here, there's a golden opportunity. Do you take this opportunity? Do you take this opportunity? Do you take the call? Are you ready to take the call? Okay. It feels like 2022 is the perfect year for you to manifest something, or for you to really make something come true, to really make this big change in your life, possibly even moving. Could be an energy of like moving from one place to another. It feels like from where you are at and where you want to be. But I feel like physically even, like where you want to live elsewhere for some of you guys, okay? What is the Ten of Pentacles? What is the Ten of Pentacles about here? Now, I also want to say, Chariot here. I also feel an energy here of don't let relationships stop you, okay? Like in a sense where you don't let the opinion of other people stop you, okay? For some of you guys, it also feels like, let's see. Spirit is telling me here, or the cards are telling me that it is time for you to come up with a plan, but don't be fixed with it, okay? Fine-tune things, change them, okay? So don't be intimidated when things do not work out the way you want them to work out. It's just an opportunity for you to be flexible and to be spontaneous, or to spontaneously just change things up because you feel like maybe I should change it up, maybe it feels better that way, you know? Because I feel like there's an energy of like initiating a plan, having a plan here. To me, this, I feel like it keeps looking like, I feel an energy here where this looks like a plan, okay? This looks like a plan here. You might even have a plan with a person, with a friend of yours. Okay, or this could be just your connection to spirit. And it's like, get clear on this plan and execute it. And again, don't be intimidated when things don't work out the way you want them to work out. It is just an opportunity for you to look at things from a different perspective, okay? You are learning in that situation. And you're also learning how to overcome an obstacle, okay? In a sense where every time we have a destination or we want to be somewhere, there's always going to be obstacles. So it's all a matter of how we deal with obstacles, not to fight them, but to work with them, okay? To work with them, to sit down with that energy and to analyze it to the core. And when you analyze it to the core, you also know how to overcome it, okay? Because you understand it. Okay, that's interesting. So let's see, we have the crossing path here. I'm gonna read this card out for you guys, okay? It's like, don't be rigid, don't be too focused on one thing, you know, bend and go with the waves, go with the wind, okay? Even if you have a plan, go with the wind. Don't force it, or don't force something. Because then you see, if I force something, it is stuck, okay? Because if I force something, there's also the energy, same energy like a boomerang comes back to me, force. I force, force is coming back, right? If I flow, something is flowing with me, okay? That's what it feels like. I don't know, you tell me. So let's see, I want to read this card out. the number 54. And the card says rite of passage, initiation. You have come to stand on one side of a river. The opposite bank leads into the darkness of the eternal cave where the old dies and then is born again. This is a place where time is forgotten and the seasons cease their dance and stand still, as if in a temporary repose. You must cross the river now, honoring and respecting this transition, for it's time to say goodbye to your old ways of navigating your world. Don't be afraid. You've come to the edge of the river because you are ready. You are ready to let go of what doesn't serve you and all the ways in which you've kept yourself from truly living. Intimacy requires vulnerability and truth. Can you strip away the mask and the barriers of false strength to discover what you are really made of? That's so interesting because I felt false strength here, but I was not sure if that was the message. Okay. Step into the boat waiting for you. Let it carry you into the cave where the shadows are waiting to be illuminated so you can be born again into the world without denial or artifice. Making the crossing is a beautiful, powerful act of the highest love. So it seems to be where the universe is saying you are ready to make this big change. You are ready to make this transition, whatever this means. Okay. And you're really going to get to know yourself on this path. And again, whatever obstacle you are facing is really just an opportunity for you to learn. Okay, it's an opportunity for you to learn, for you to become stronger, for you to gain confidence, for you to gain wisdom and insight along your journey. It is not a sign of failure, it's a sign of growing spiritually and emotionally. Okay, when you face obstacles, they're actually there to teach you valuable lessons on your way to wherever you want to be in the transition that you want to make. Okay, so don't see them as something negative, see them as an opportunity. Okay, my beautiful pie number 4, I hope you like this reading. I hope this helped, and I'm going to see my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye.